It's a vibe all the time. It's no surprise.
Hi, welcome to Vibez Goddess Tarot. Today we're gonna do a pick a card reading on what the Libra season is bringing for you. We're gonna look into what exactly, how you're feeling right now, like what exactly is out of balance, how to bring it into balance, how to be more vulnerable with others, and like also how to set my boundaries with other people if you feel like you need help with that. We have 4 powers today. This is power 1, power 2, power 3, and power 4. This is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you, and that's okay. Before each reading, there will be like 3 loud sounds. If I don't do the sound bowl healing, I'm most likely saged. So be prepared for that. Other than that, I'll see you over in your house. Any information you probably need is in the description box below. So see you in your house. Hi there, Power 1. So, this is what the Libra season has in store for you. We're going to look into your current state.
It's a vibe all the time. It's no surprise.
The Libra season has in store for you. We're going to look into your current state. 2 things that might be out of balance, how to bring at least one of those things into balance, how to set better boundaries with people, and how to be a little bit more vulnerable with people, even if you feel like you have a problem with that. You picked the lapazuli crystal. So we have the body of comfort stone. And you and your loved ones are safe. It's time to take action. Your personal issue will reach a resolve. And we have be bold and make the first move. You have the new moon in Cancer and the full moon in Cancer, and then we also have like the cardinal moon, which is Cancer is a cardinal sign. So if you like a personal issue that you're having and like you worry about your family and everybody else, like you would be okay. Like just know it's time to take action on it, and like you're safe to like take that action on it. But like make sure like you're good before like jumping into something. Like always look before you cross the street. But yeah, that's one thing so far. We also have feeling safe, wisdom keeper, and concern. And we have a galactic federation, meeting and community collaboration. So yeah, with this union, loved ones are safe, and just for collaboration, and if you're feeling concerned about anything, just like it's confirming that you and your loved ones are safe. Like if you was in a tough cycle before, it's gonna get better. We have happiness, concern, no, caution. I was looking at concern, I was saying caution. Pain. And faith. You probably was, with this step out of your comfort zone, you probably was like hurt by something, and now you move like cautiously. And you want to be happy, but this caution is trying to sort of keeping you away from that happiness. You know? And so we have courage. And discovering your life purpose. And self-love. So discovering your life purpose and the self-love and courage, and like if you worry about like what your family will think of something, it's not really your family life, it's your life. But and then 9 times out of 10, your family just really wants you to be happy and like stable and have like a purpose, or something that fulfills you. And it seemed like you either found that and it's kind of sort of going to push you out of your comfort zone, and but it's time to like take action and move forward on it, or act on it, or at least plan or take steps to be like make that first step with this big goal, you know. And the first step is stepping out of your comfort zone and realizing that you and your family are creating a situation for you to take action. But like if you need someone to talk to, probably like your family members with this meeting and collaboration plan. Yeah. Like if you feel like doubtful, talk to like a family member that helps you like in a way, or make you feel like motivated. We also have in the second house your belief, what you value, and your resources. And we also have Capricorn, your goals, your day-to-day reality, the most business-like way. We also have the moon, the nurturing of feelings caused by and your reactions. We also have Saturn, the maturity that brings concerns regarding and limited impulse. And we also have Mars with Aries, the drive for the comforting of an action. I'm gonna put that here. Okay. We also have water. So, and then we have both Cancer, double Cancers here, and then we have the moon. So you could be in your feelings about taking action on something. Taking action on your goals, because it probably, your goals and your belief, like your life purpose probably doesn't really go with your belief system. And that's what's stopping you, or like causing some type of concern. Are you taking this action? But Spirit is saying like be bold and like make that first step and take that action, work on your goals, because whatever that idea is your life purpose, pretty much. And we have solar plexus chakra. I take daily action to awaken my personal power. We have crystals. I am tuned to the universal wisdom and energy of the crystal kingdom. And we have the heart chakra. I love myself and others unconditionally and nurture loving relationships. And then we have the air element. I embrace the element of air and I am open to all knowledge and wisdom. And we have forgiveness. Okay. We have, you will not let fear stop you this time, especially with that step out of your comfort zone. And the unexpected, a change you didn't see coming, a twist in the tails. Oh, this is Pew the Brave Flight. And Snow White and her animal friends. You inspire and trust and confidence. You inspire trust and confidence. The endless sadness of looking back, endless regret, obsessive grief, replaying the past, negative nostalgia. And we also have, you're now free, independent and free. With this forgiveness card and what I just read, something that probably hurt you in your past, that you keep looking back and revisiting, that probably caused you to like put up this bubble and this wall and feel like you have to protect yourself and shelter yourself from certain things. But that kind of sort of holding you back, because like if you forgive that person and realize that you're okay and your family are okay, and make that first step to forgive and move on from the situation, you will slowly begin to release the fear that is holding you back, and like stop replaying the situation in your head, because that's kind of sort of what's causing the hurt. Is once you keep reliving the situation in your head, you're pretty much going over it all over again and living through the situation all over again. And that is what's causing you to be cautious and pain. You're also here. Believe in yourself, unleash your inner unicorn. And keep your thoughts positive. And turn lemons into lessons. Breathe in the bliss and exhale the BS. And commit to a self-care routine. That there's self-care and love. With this self-care routine and self-love and the heart chakra and our personal resolve, it's like close in reach. Like once you focus on yourself and heal pretty much and realize that this situation is past you, you can let it go and release it, and that the situation happened to teach you a lesson, not to hurt you, pretty much, because that's all Saturn is about lessons and making us mature. And believe that you can do it, which is saying like it's time to take action here. And Aries have a horn and Capricorn has a horn, and now it's saying to release your inner unicorn. Like, you can take this on, like, head. You can go head to head with the situation pretty much once you believe in yourself and know that that situation was meant to teach you a lesson and not to keep you down. And then we have alone time, music, connect with your ancestors, and yeah. So whatever you gotta do to relax yourself. I mean, I don't know why I feel like I'm come on one power, but with Galactus Federation and communicate with your ancestors, like, and this you and your loved ones are safe. Your family or even past family are looking out for you and want you to keep going. And it's really just want you to be happy. And happiness is possible. It's just you have to step out of that your comfort zone and realize that whatever hurt you in the past was meant to teach you a lesson. So that you can discover your life purpose, or that when you finally discover your life purpose, that little bump that probably was like a hill before is now like a pebble, because you already know how to, you already learned how to deal with that situation. And with the solar plexus here, that is also about like power and action, and Mars and Aries are here. Is once you like spend some time alone with yourself, like probably listening to music and like get into it yourself, and think about all the things you have been through, right, in your past, and have the courage to walk away from your past hurt and move on from it and learn the lessons that you need to learn by loving and nurturing yourself. With all these options that are here, and crystals are also here. You'll feel more safer in your abilities and have more faith in yourself and in the universe, pretty much. Yeah, now I'm gonna throw tarot cards on top of it. So the first card is gonna be like the energy that's around you. The second card is gonna be like external energy, like how you're interacting with the people around you. And then the third card is gonna be like how you're interacting internally, like with yourself. The fourth card is gonna be like a final potential outcome, and the fifth is like a little message from either your ancestors or spirit. And then I'm gonna clarify each card. Or if you don't know what your life, like with this life purpose card and discovering what your life purpose is, if you don't know what it is, with Moon, Saturn, and Mars, and then Moon and Mars, like bookending each other kind of in a way. And Capricorn in the second house is like Capricorn is all about like things that they have and like their day to day. Like, so think about like what do you want your life to be or look like, and try to take the steps to do that. Taking time out to breathe, to think. Well, taking a long time with the Hermit is technically what he does, to reflect and think back and bring himself into balance, to then bring his surroundings to go back and realize. Well, to go back and incorporate the knowledge that he just received, pretty much. So where before we probably needed to have patience because probably wasn't working out with this, turning lemons into lessons. Like it wasn't working out then because something wasn't in like balance for it to work out then. But where it is now, or it could be balanced now, it's just the actions have to be taken to bring that into balance. And the first step is to go within yourself and analyze what exactly do you want your day-to-day to be, and if that matches your beliefs. And if it doesn't, then what needs to be released and what needs to be let go for you to live the ideal life that makes you happy. The Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands. It's like once you bring that into balance, you realize you are powerful enough to take this passionate new beginning. Yeah. And then we have justice, so something's gonna get cut out pretty much, or something is gonna be released or let go. And it's probably like that past hurt that came unexpectedly to you, and letting go of that fear. But you need to let go of that fear so it won't hold you back or stop you from this new passionate beginning that is balanced and can bring you happiness, pretty much. Because with the Hermit, like, he studies and get all the information that he feels about the situation. So once you have that alone time, you really get like in tune with yourself and like ask yourself, what is it that really makes you happy? What is it that you really want to do? And even like if it makes you nervous, like do it anyways. Like if you do one thing that scares you every day, you won't be scared of it anymore. But that can be what needs to be cut out, is like that fear or people that's putting that fear in you, because that's kind of sort of slowing you down from discovering your life purpose. And the last card is the Four of Wands, and at the bottom of the deck we have Death, which is pretty much change and transformation. And also with this forgiveness card, like forgiving somebody and pretty much like letting go of the situation and healing from the situation will bring a change and cause a change, which we already saw here with this Ace of Wands and the Queen of Wands. Is like once you take hold of this new passionate beginning and move forward with it and cut out whatever you need to cut out that's causing you not to change, or like keeping you like back in a way. Once you cut that out, you'll be happy and like have a sense of like stability and like in yourself. Now I'm gonna clarify. But with the Four of Wands and the Ace of Wands together, that makes like the Five of Wands is like a conflict. That's why I keep saying like with the horns, like you can meet it head on, and you like even if it does cause like some type of conflict, or there was some sort of conflict that was in the past and that was meant to teach you a lesson, not to keep you back or keep you stuck in that situation. It was meant to change you for the better, because you can do better. With this, believe in yourself and unleash that inner unicorn. And also with the Hermit and Justice here, like you can't pretty much fool the Hermit, because like I said, he goes in depth, like he goes isolate himself and really think about the situation and think about the, like, let's say it was a pizza, and you get the Hermit the pizza. He's picking it apart like toppings, cheese, sauce, dough, like he's doing that, like. So with Justice and the Hermit here is like whatever doesn't make sense to you, or whatever you don't need, you're cutting that out to bring you that happiness. Why is Temperance here? With Temperance, like it probably was like a while to get this in balance, but to bring this into fruition and to like choose your path. But it's like until you choose that path, it's pretty much going to take a while for it to be in balance. But it's going to take a while to bring your life into balance anyways. Your life will never be balanced. But why is Temperance here? We have the Ace of Wands, which is over here, with the Queen of Wands, and we have the Knight of Wands. So at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords reversed. So it's like with the Ace of Wands and the Nine of Wands together, that makes the Ten of Wands. With the Ten of Swords reversed, you are looking and reflecting back on it, which is, you know, one step of healing. Like you have to like one step with the Hermit, like think back and look on the situation. But the next step is, what do you want to come out of that situation? Like if you want to, like, everyone wants a job, right? What do you want to get out of that job? You know, like not just money, but do you might want experience and, you know, that kind of stuff. So it's like with this new passionate beginning that's over here, have to like persevere through like the obstacles, because there's gonna be like a little bit of obstacles. It's gonna like be like up and down, like rocky, but that doesn't mean that it's not meant for you or not to do it. It simply means like, because together this makes the ten of wands, and then this is like, you see how the ice is melting. It's like you're thinking back on the past hurt and like putting down those burdens, and by putting down those burdens, you're actually like wanting to be happy. Now you have to like think about what makes you happy, how to become happy, what would make you happy, and if it doesn't make you happy, simply releasing it and cutting that out. Okay, with that justice card. Why is my friend here? We have the Three of Pentacles. And then the Ace of Cups. And then the bottom of the deck, the Tower reversed. So it's like here with healing and like thinking back on the situation and how this new passionate beginning, and you like putting the work into it towards this new passionate beginning, or the steps, putting the steps to work towards this new passionate beginning. With the Three of Pentacles, it's like you actually putting the work in this new passionate beginning and finding that you love it. Like with this discovering your life purpose, is like with this alone time and discovering your life is like you, let's say you were hurt, you turn that hurt into pain, you know, like what's the best way to say it? I don't think in my head is Cardi B. So you know like how everybody was just like, oh, she's not gonna be anything, like now look at her. It's that kind of thing that I'm getting. Like you wanna like act on something and somebody else probably just like, that's not gonna work out, they don't see it working for you, but it's possible, it's doable if you believe in yourself. It's not meant for them to understand, it's meant for you to do. So everyone is not going to get your dream and your vision, because it's not meant for them to get until they see it actually like in fruition and prosperous. That's when they get it. So if you're thinking about starting something, it's saying like to do it, because you will suddenly, like with the tower here, and it's not crashing down, like it's a good tower, like it's a good tower, okay? Like this is a good thing, like it's a good moment in your life, this is a good change in your life, that brings, like you will discover like your life passion for one, or something that you're really like happy about, that brings you like happiness and that you love to do. Where's the Queen of Swans and the Ace of Wands? We have the Page of Wands. Justice. And then the Hierophant reverse at the bottom of the 10. So, the Page of Wands, he's like he sends messages, he carries messages, but it's like a child, pretty much. Like, you don't expect it to be this big, elaborate essay, maybe like what a paragraph, right? So, with this new passion at the beginning, like, and this curiosity, like, you're curious about taking this new passion at the beginning, and it probably, with this Hierophant reverse, it doesn't match your belief or go with your belief, but, or like the traditions that, you know, you probably had when you was a kid, but now, but I think for something like with traditions, like, they tend to get old and they tend to get stale and they sometimes need to be renewed, right? Even the Constitution, and it got renewed how many times? Like, is that like things sometimes need to be like needs to change in order to get better? Like, just because it worked like that before doesn't mean like it can continue working like that now. So, and then especially with the Ace of Wands twice and Justice here twice, like something has to be cut out for this in order for this new passionate to begin to happen, because with happiness and faith, and then like in between it is like caution and pain, like whatever has caused you like this caution and pain to like not like take this leap of faith into something that could make you happy or discover your life purpose, that has to get cut out because it's really just distracting and slowing you down from your own happiness. And yeah, that's all I'm saying. Now we can see why Justice here. We have the Ace of Queen of Wands reverse. And then the Three of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck we have the Seven of Swords reverse. So with the Queen of Wands over here, and again here with the Justice, but here she's reversed. Like, Queen of Wands reverse is like a self-centered person, pretty much. She'll make you believe like anything is possible. Ooh, you know that song like "Don't Trust the Big Button Smile"? That's really that's really Poison. That song, you know, is really what it is. And with the Three of Swords here, you know, you found that out. That's why they made a song about it. You don't trust them. And this Seven of Swords, like, the Queen of Wands used deceptive measures for you to be stuck and think that what she says is really possible, and like believe like this pipe dream that she's like it's saying, when in all honesty it's a lie. It's really a betrayal and heartbreak, a little bit of gaslighting, you feel me? And it's like once you cut that out over here, that's what, like, you see how like it's the Queen of Wands also over here with like Justice, and this new passion at the beginning, which is also over here. It's like, even if you have to slowly cut this person out and realize the heartbreak and the betrayal and the lies, the gaslighting, manipulation, all of it, and cut that out and move away from that person and heal and see that you actually are capable of having this new beginning that you want to have, and that, you know, you're not really stuck, and stop reliving that situation and replaying it in your head. You will feel more happier and feel like less on like caution and like defense mode, you will feel more at ease and have faith in yourself and in the universe, like with this believe in yourself situation. And Carl was saying before, but something has to be cut out, has to be like let go and release. So, which seems to be the situation. Like you're cutting the situation out and moving forward with your new passionate beginning and being happy. Why is the 4 of Wands here? We have the Emperor. And Temperance. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Swords. So with the Emperor and Temperance, which is also over here, if you're trying to figure out where you saw that from. Yeah. So it's like once you take control of your own life and try to bring your happiness into balance, and realize that's the only thing that you can control is yourself and what makes you happy. You can't control nobody else. And move forward with that, you realize like that's when your life is kind of sort of like in somewhat of a balance. Like once you can make yourself happy. Once you can make yourself happy, you can make anybody, well not anybody happy. You can't make everybody, but anybody happy. But you just have to like look at like those past hurts, so you don't have to relearn those lessons. Like it's like a test. You keep failing a test, you can't pass the next. You can't pass. Like you be stuck with it, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like once you realize the truth and like act on the truth and move forward with the truth, that's when your life will like completely be in balance. Because with the Ace of Swords and Justice here, and she like holds swords pretty much. Also something about Libra season, and Justice came out twice. You feel me? You cut something out in Libra season, and it's gonna lead to a new passionate beginning that's gonna make you happy and bring your life into some sort of balance where you feel like you have control over your life pretty much. But that's all I'm seeing for you, Pal 1. If this video resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe. Bye.
It's a vibe all the time. It's no surprise.
Hi there, Pal 2. This is your reading. You picked the Tiger's Eye crystal. I'm gonna do the sound bowl healing. So if you have headphones, then probably turn the volume down. Ready? Okay, so we're gonna look into what Libra season has in store for you, what your current state would need to bring into balance, how to bring it into balance, and how to be more open and vulnerable with people. So I'll find that out. We have bring love into the situation. We also have time for healing. Communication is key. And look at the big picture. Aquarius is an air sign, right? Okay, so far, so far we got 2 air signs and 1 fire. So it could be like a thought, but Aries, Aquarius is like a water bird. So it could be like your thoughts, communicating your thoughts and feelings, and how to communicate your feelings, or wanting to communicate your feelings but don't know how, and either choosing not to talk about it or choosing to like overlook it. But it's just like, if you look at the big picture, it's like you can do more damage by like not acknowledging your feelings. We have controversy and a new perspective. And we have manifesting multi-dimensional and atonement. And then we have the gray towers, intimidating. And we have foresight and planning and strategizing. Like, yeah, so like healing can seem like this real big, terrifying thing, like, oh, I gotta heal. But then it's just like, it's really for you to take like a time out to like plan your next step and see things from like a different point of view. So if you don't see it as like this intimidating kind of thing, and see it like as like a hopeful, useful thing for you to see like the world as your oyster, see like what you can and can't do, and see like things from a different perspective, it will feel less intimidating. You also have movements. Rest. Rejection. And space. So, what I'm getting so far with this is like, if you take a moment and move away from whatever's causing that, or whatever caused you to make you feel like rejected or rejection from it, and look at that rejection from a different point of view. Could it be like a blessing in disguise, which probably like dodge a bullet kind of sort of situation, and look at it that way? You know, you'll continue to move forward with your life. We also have faith. And we have pride. Yeah, with this rejection, something probably hurt your ego, or like your pride. But pride was on the line, and pride got hurt with this self-sabotage. And now, because your pride and ego was hurt, you're now sabotaging, or you could potentially sabotage other things coming in your life if you don't take the time out and heal from the situation. You also have a hole in my soul. And the pride card, with us saying like your pride probably got hurt or probably got bruised in a way. And your ego is supposed to be meant to protect you, but it's protecting you from, it could also potentially protect you from things that is bringing you happiness and bringing you joy, like joy or whatever. That can cause you to make you feel like this is hole in your soul. Because this same skeleton that is back there is the same skeleton that is right here. So you probably was like whole and content at some point, and then this probably like type of rejection hurt you and caused you to now sabotage any and everything else that like seems similar to it, or remind you of it. And that's probably not the best way to live life, but yeah, procrastinating. You're just procrastinating your healing, and good things coming into your life by not putting down that ego, just entrapping yourself in sadness, and continue dealing with that hole in your heart, and it's just gonna get bigger because you're not happy. You know, so it's like once you heal, like once you heal, like and take the steps to healing, like the hole is not gonna. Rome was not built in a day, okay? Like you're not just gonna be like, boom, I healed one day. Like no. You have to take the steps. It's gonna be up and down. Like, healing is a process. But you keep putting it off, you're just gonna feel more and more trapped in this situation, and then feel miserable with entrapment. Like we had Cancer. Then we have Leo. And we also have in the 12th house your faith, hidden trance, large intuition or overwhelming events. Oh. So far what I'm seeing with like Cancer in the 12th house, with overwhelming events, we don't really do, like, Cancers don't really do so great with overwhelming things. It's either, we tend to like things to stay the same. I'm a Cancer. We tend to like things to stay the same. Like, you know, things can change, but it has to be on like kind of sort of on terms. Like it has to slowly like go into the change. It can't just like boom change. We don't like that. Okay, like it can't be like a drastic change. Even in like the water, like you can't like drastically change your fish's water. They will die. You know, like you have to like coat some into it. And then with the Leo card and then Pride here, like there's overwhelming event probably seem overwhelming because your pride was hurt. Like it's probably something so small that it's blown out of proportion because your ego got hurt. And you take some space and time out and realize that, you know, maybe that sort of rejection was either your protection from something and you dodged a bullet. You know, you won't see it as like this trap, because if this rejection is based, like you probably like something hurt your pride and hurt your ego and caused you to like isolate. But it's like if you open up and like bring love to the situation and realize that you probably should take this mask off, you know, show the world the real you, and get in touch with your actual, true, real emotions, and that being intimidating and being feared isn't what you really want. With this intimidating pride, self-sabotage, hole in the heart, and an entrapment, like you don't want to come off as intimidating, but you're doing that in a self-sabotage way to keep people at bay. Like, like you want, it's like you want friends, but then someone tried to talk to you to be your friend and you just say no thank you. You see, like, how do you want friends if someone's trying to be your friend and you say no thank you? That kind of thing. We have, I've combined mind, body, and soul to live all of humanity into a new dimension. Integration. We have finding your own bliss, I'm following the path I love and fully aligned with my soul's purpose. We have throat chakra, I speak the truth and encourage others to speak their truth. And we have your own path, I follow my own unique path. We have courage and strength. And we have Earth Angel, I am a guardian of Earth plane and I protect everyone who lives on her. I'm gonna come back. A new world is born. We're Dragon League Garden. You have the mermaid and the turtle. An elder will teach you. And we have a beautiful little worm. Take care of yourself. We have a butterfly ferret. I'm reborn. And we have once upon a midnight dreamly, creativity, genius, writing, expressions, and artistic flow. We have some chocolate flowers. Okay. So we have enlightenment, quest, gossip, perseverance, and partiality. Okay. So now that's what I'm saying. So like I was saying before, we bring blood to the situation and time to heal, and keys, communication is key. If something rejected you and made you feel away, and now it's like, I don't know if you ever watched Scott Pilgrim or read the book Scott Pilgrim versus the World, right? And then he had that one girl, I forgot her name, and then he broke up with her, and then boom, got a new girlfriend, and then the old girlfriend tried to become the new girlfriend. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. That is crazy, okay? You're hurting your own self trying to become somebody else. Like, you okay being you, okay? That's the enlightenment that you need to get. Like, you're okay being yourself. You're good and you're wonderful being you. You know, being somebody else, that's not going to work for you because you're not meant to be them. Everyone has their own path that they have to go on. Everyone has their own sort of happiness and sort of bliss that makes them feel like secure. Or Cancer's all about like home and security, right? So you have to find your own sense of home where you're happy and feel at peace. And because with this quest card and gossip, it's like you probably like at this point in time where you have to like, and perseverance, like pick like whether you gotta stay where you want to go. But with this fire, sabotage, and hole in the heart, it's given, it's time to head out and heal. So yeah, it's given, it's time to head out, it's time to clock out. Heal is what you need to go, you know, work on right now. And like with this gossip and like throat chakra, it could have been like somebody reject you over because like he said or she said, or something that was said and you don't know what was said, and you probably like probably like a whole bunch of good things, something that some people could say about you, and some bad things. And it's like somebody probably hold on to one bad thing, right? But you still gotta persevere and like know that there's better out there. Like it's not just this one person that's out there for you. Like this, somebody else that's out there for you. There's somebody else that's gonna see that you're great the way that you are. But this impartial, where it's like this will only come to you like once you remove yourself from whatever caused you to feel this type of rejection and rest and take a break and take a step away from it to really think about what you want to do and communicate that truth and then act on that truth. Like, you see here with the finding your bliss, like they're all facing, except this one, is all facing in the same direction. Like you're moving forward, like you're moving on from this rejection once you realized and have this sort of, even here in the poem, like perseverance, like they're moving in the same direction. Like once you like look at it and acknowledge it and stop like procrastinating what you need to do and see that this rejection was either a blessing or just like, let's say it was a person, the person simply didn't like, they probably didn't appreciate you or deserve you. If it's a job, from time to time it's either we underqualified for a job or we overqualified for a job. And rather than wasting your time, they just tell you that you're overqualified so you can find a job that's better suited for you. And that's okay too, you know? And we have show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. We have let go of control, relax into the flow. So those going at the same time. We have unleash your inner child, get up and dance, awaken to your true authentic self, be true to you, and stop judging and start loving. And we have sound healing, which could explain why I'm giving this. Beauty routine and chanting, creating art, and reading. And then we also have that with autistic flow here. I feel like that was just self-explanatory. There's nothing really for me to say. But yeah, with this awakening your true awaken your true authentic self and be true to you. Here with this hole in your heart and this pride. There's a hole in your heart because you're masking something. You're not being your true self, obviously. You're wearing a mask that your soul is begging you to remove because it is harming it and yourself, and it's harming your soul and your mental because you're not happy, you feel trapped, and that's why you feel trapped, because you're living a life that you don't want to live, pretty much being a character rather than a person. And with show off your sparkles and shine, like you being you is better than this character that you're playing, hands down. How do you know that? Just guarantee that, hands down, your actual true self is better than the character that you're playing. Because this character is hurting you. That's how I know. This one. But now I'm going to throw some tarot cards. The first card is going to be like the energy, like surrounding you right now, the energy that's around you. The second card is going to be the like how you interacting with like the external energy, like people around you and stuff like that. The third card would be like internal, like your thoughts, how you're interacting with yourself. And this fourth card is going to be a final potential outcome, and the fifth is like a little message from the universe. See what she has to say. But it's like with this space and then enlightenment and this impartiality is like, and rest is once you stop trying to be like defensive to it and like move away from it and actually choose to look at it in the time and place where it needs to be looked at rather than trying to carpet sweep it, because carpet sweeping is not going to help you. Just like hurt you anymore. And find out what makes you happy and speak your truth. Then you will be able to move forward and see the bigger picture and see like the big purpose. Because you're not meant to suffer. Life is not meant for you to suffer. Like, life is meant for you to live, not suffer. Well, first card out is the Ace of Cups. So around you, the energy around you is like this new beginning, but you have the Two of Cups reversed. With the self-sabotage here in this hole in your heart, you sabotage in this beginning because you're delaying your healing. And it could be like options that are new beginnings that like are good for you and just like help you heal or like help you feel like some sort of happiness or feel some sort of like bliss in your life or some sort of make you feel like alive again, make you feel back to yourself. You're overlooking it because of that self-sabotage. And once you stop overlooking it and like start to heal and accept that you are never the problem and the true you, your authentic self is better than this character that you keep putting in relationships and the relationships is not working because no one wants to date the character of you. They want to date you. You be in this Empress energy where you just attract, you got happiness too. And then you'll be able to cut out these fake two of cups that don't meet you eye to eye or don't fulfill you with some type of happiness and joy. And we have the Six of Wands reversed with like the Six of Wands is all about like a victory, but with this card, it's more so like with the self-sabotage. You had a victory, but not really, because you didn't win what you could have won. You know, like there was a new love beginning, but you turned it away because you don't feel like you're good enough. You see it. And we have the Knight of Swords. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. So, with this new love beginning here, we need the Two of Cups, which is the Ace going to 1, go to 2, and then 3, which is, she's increasing. If you keep carpet sweeping the problem and like there's no problem, like Like in Avatar, there's no war in Ba Sing Se, right? Where there is a war, it's going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. That's pretty much what's going to happen. So you're just going to cut out. Like, let's say you was rejected by someone, like a crush or whatever. You're pretty much going to cut out every other person that likes you because of this one person. That's like you're betraying yourself. And like way too much in your head about it. And impulsive. Right? You're overthinking it. And being impulsive. Like you're cutting it out due to like a past hurt that you refuse to look at, carpet sweeping it, and that's self-sabotaging. Because, right with this manifesting, it's like if you're calling it in, why would you reject your manifestation? Is that kind of thing? That's self-sabotage. That's self-sabotage, self-deceptive, because do you wish for it? You wanted it. Or it could be that something that you manifested came in, you're gonna reject it, and it's something that's really good for you, but you reject it because it's self-sabotaging, it's holding your heart that you refuse to heal and you cry. And you feel like you have this victory where, in all honesty, you don't. You cut something out in an act of impulsiveness, and it's gonna cause you to have to take some sort of action, like very fast, impulsive action. Either that's what you did, and that's what's causing you to be in this like whole shebang up here, or it's saying that impulsiveness, you have to look at it and actually address it and acknowledge it, because if you continue doing this, like moving forward, you're gonna your soul is like, the hole's gonna grow pretty much, right? Because with the Empress, she's all about like loving and nurturing. She doesn't need anybody. She's okay by herself. Like she is abundant, nurturing, loving, caring, all that like motherly kind of thing, right? And then like it was a mothery, loving kind of love that you turned, you was disgusted by. You turned your nose up at and cut it out like impulsively. Because you roll up your head because you didn't want to heal from something that hurt your pride and your ego. It was probably something that was really small and minor. So, yeah. Now we're going to clarify. Or it could also mean like a love offer that you didn't see eye to eye on. You moving and post, like cutting that out and moving away from it to go into your Empress energy, and no longer trying to have like these false sort of victories. We have the Hierophant, the Five of Cups, and the Nine of Wands. There's the Nine of Wands and the Five of Cups here. There's like, we have like the three cups down, there's 3 cups still standing. And you're looking at these 3 cups down, like what hurt you, that rejected you, and it's like pretty much like the gossip And then with the Knight of Wands and this Perseverance card, it's Spirit is pretty much. Oh, and the King of Wands to the bottom of the deck. Okay, so with the Hierophant, it's supposed to be like the Pope on like universe, God, so like, you know. Even though that like those three cups are down, you still have those two cups that's still standing. And those two cups, the same two cups that was right here. You see how that's clarifying this new love beginning. Something that was nothing but sand and or blood in those cups. Like there was no love that caused you to be defensive towards it and caused you to be in this state of persevering and having like to fight to keep go through the day or something like that. This new thing was coming in with like a passion and like I guess it was like a new love offer, or like a new love, pretty much. It was coming in, and it was someone that you could have saw eye to eye with, someone that you know could have been on like the same level to. You was defensive to, and you cut it out because of this old King of Wands that was. See, King of Wands and the Nine of Cups, like it was been a happy, emotional fulfillment, but you cut it out because of the three cups that was down. You were defensive to the two cups that was still standing. Why is it Two of Cups first here? The Eight of Wands. You guys look like just like the movement card over here. The Knight of Wands. You have the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands again at the bottom of the deck. See, again, the Nine of Cups right under the King of Wands. So, it was like some kind of sort of help me. So pretty much, like with the Eight of Wands and this movement card is like, you're not moving past this hurt. You're pretty much holding on to it. And being flighty pretty much on, either you're being flighty on healing or you're being flighty about the situation which is causing you harm. Like what I'm saying, like that's self-sabotage. Like for you to self-sabotage, you will have to acknowledge that you're not happy and then simply don't do anything not to fix it, or knowing that you don't want to do that thing and do the thing anyway. It's like that's self-sabotaging. So it's like with over here, like probably staying with this Three Cups, that's making you feel like you have to put up a wall or like being defensive to something that was like a new passionate brave beginning that could have helped you start something new, and it was a wish fulfilled or a wish granted. As the Empress here, we had the Queen of Wands. Judgment. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. And Three Pentacles, okay. The bottom of the Ten of Pentacles. So with the Empress and the Queen of Wands and Judgment, the Queen of Wands is 1/4 of the Empress, and with the Empress and the Queen, the she pretty much balanced the Queen of Wands. So like the balanced Queen of Wands, she's all about like action and power. Whatever she says she's gonna do, she's gonna do it, you know? And then here with the Judgment, like whatever she says she's gonna do, she's gonna do it. So like a mother, like I was saying before, like whatever mother says she's gonna do, she's gonna do it. And so it was like something that could have led to your Ten of Pentacles, something that was that, you know, you had to, like, you're not just going to fall into the Ten of Pentacles. Nothing's just going to be the Ten of Pentacles right away. We have to build to the Ten of Pentacles. And if you keep trying to relive a situation that was hurtful and harmful to you, and like this new situation or in a healthy situation, and try to like continue doing like toxic activity, that's not gonna work out. You're just gonna get cut out, you know, that kind of thing. And once you stop doing the things that are hurting you or that you don't want to do, and find what makes you happy and really focus on that and move on your own path and do what you feel like you are called to do, and acknowledge what is your Ten of Pentacles. Everybody's Ten of Pentacles do not look the same. Everybody, like, every family doesn't work the same or have the same thing. Like, some people is okay with having like stay-at-home mom. Some is not okay. Like some the mothers, you know, is that kind of thing. Everyone's Ten of Pentacles don't look the same. You have to figure out how your Ten of Pentacles look, work toward that, because it's your life and your bliss. You putting yourself, like, overthinking, overworking yourself for other people's happiness and other people's, like, happiness, and then meanwhile they still talking about you, like, behind your back. So just like, give them something to talk about that's not sadness. Why is the Six of Wands? Hermit. And you have to like analyze. Yeah, go inside and analyze the truth and seeing that choosing to be out in the cold is not sort of a victory. Choosing to, it's like if you have homework, and let's say it's like a subject that you're not good at, and you choose not to do your homework just because you're not good at that subject, and then you fail the class. You accomplished what? I mean, you didn't do the homework, I guess, yeah, but you still failed. You know, it's like, it's that. Like, if you simply just looked inside yourself and try to figure out and learn it your own way, and or understand the material your own way, you would have like had this enlightenment and this acknowledgement to then be able to move forward and cut out what needs to cut out, or come in from out of the cold, or simply where with like being out in the cold and using Nine of Wands and the Three of Cups that's down. You're out in the cold of something that you're not happy about. So why not just cut it out to move on to something that does make you happy? You know? That kind of thing. So why is the Knight of Swords here? You have the Sun. The Sun, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Wands. So, it's like once you realize this and have this sort of enlightenment and figure out what makes you happy and release the things that are not making you happy and put down the burdens of unhappiness, right, and misery, you move to your happiness. You will feel so much lighter. You trying to move to your happiness impulsively, you know, and to have with the Queen of Pentacles, she has like everything that she needs. She's grounded, she's stable, she's like nurturing and stuff like that. So with, and then the Empress here, which now you got 2/4 of the Empress, and with the Sun card, with being happy and emotional, well, being happy and like looking for success in life, and there's finally a bliss that was here earlier. Like you choosing and making that decision and doing what you say you will put your mind to, and actually realizing that you don't need anybody, that you got everything that you need within yourself, and then you will get yourself unstuck and out of your head. And then all these burdens that causing you not to move forward, you'll put them down. Because you're trying to control things that you can't control. Like you can't control how other people react to you or how other people feel about you. You can't control how you feel about yourself. And if they don't like you, they don't like you. That's, honestly, they're lost. So yeah, that's all I'm seeing for you about too. If you find like this video resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.
It's a vibe all the time. It's no surprise.
Hi there, part 3. This is your file, your reading. If you find this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. If you doesn't find the video resonating, that's fine with you. Just come back, probably pick a different pile, or like watch a different video, something like that. Yeah, I picked the Opal crystal. I believe that is Opal. We're gonna see what the Libra season has in store for you. We have nothing is yet set in stone. You have luck is on your side. And don't let your pride get in the way. And you're very close to achieving your goals. Controlling drama, conflict of interest. We have vegans, solitary, independent, and peace. And we have shadow self, denial, projection, and shame. We have balance, hunger, frustration, isolation, protection, we have Taurus, your belief, the cost of, and the most We'll use the most direct way. We also have fire. And we have air. Oh, we got 2 fire signs. But the new moon is Sagittarius and the full moon is Leo. With air, could be like an internal conflict with the balance, hunger, frustration, isolation. It could be like something that's going on that you're doing internally, which is why I put the air over here. Then we have in the 8th house your personal power. The internal. The mysterious of life, a major change. So either you have Taurus in your 8th house, or you like your 8th house is what's being affected right now, or whatever you have Taurus in your chart is what's it's kind of sort of begging and pushing you to, most likely pissing you off that something is missing so you can go and find it. And luck is on your side is what it's saying, like for you to take action, and it will help you achieve a goal that you have setting out for yourself. But you just have to change your belief about the situation with the shadow self and you're projecting it. Like if you feel like you're not able to do it, then you're not gonna do it because you don't feel like you are gonna succeed, but you have luck on your side to succeed. You know? Like you probably don't know how you're gonna do it, probably like unknown to you, like how to do it, but it's like still take those little steps, because with this hunger and frustration, like see how it's like holes here, and then you're trying to put a square in like this hole, like it's not gonna fit. So it's like something that is not fitting in your life, you're trying to make it fit, or something is missing and you're trying to make it fit somewhere else that it is not what it's needed is gonna build not only that hunger and that frustration, even more, that's going to cause you to go into like isolation. But to avoid all of that is like to like bring whatever you feel like ashamed about or like denying or trying to control, and realize you can't control it, and the best thing to do is to find some sort of peace for yourself. Even if that means like being by yourself, at least you know you'll be protected. Even if it's like not even by yourself, like with your family members, like you see like here it's like 3 people, like even if it's like you with your family and you just feeling like you're safe and you're isolated and protected with your family, that's fine as well. We have cycles, wild, and inner child. So it could be like a cycle that's either closing or needs to close, and you're trying to control it, but your inner child, or like you pretty much, right? Because we pretty much parent ourselves from time to time. It's like you're asking to like cut this cycle out to go into something new, pretty much. Like if you're in like this still stagnant energy, you're pretty much asking yourself to cut that out and to find something that brings you this excitement. And we have third eye. I see the wisdom of my higher self and apply the wisdom in my life. We have sacred space. I find peace, security, and contentment when I'm surrounded by natural beauty. Then we have forest maiden. I acknowledge my inner child and open my heart to the joy that she brings. We have inner child here twice. And then here with this wild child with the inner card, well, inner child here twice. Children kind of sort of are fearless. You could tell them not to do something because they will get hurt, and they will still do it anyways because they're not scared of fear. Like fear don't really hold them back. They literally see a whole bunch of stairs and like jump from like the top of the step to see if they can get to the bottom, like that kind of thing. Like it's not set in stone that they're gonna live, if they do that, but they just like caution to the wind and just be doing it anyway. So it's like embody that kind of sort of. Now we have Archangel Gabriel. I invite Archangel Gabriel to bring hope and intuition into my life. Then we have growth. And acceptance. Yeah, but this could be here to help you grow, or pretty much telling, like, as a sign, as it is time for you to grow, it's time for you to let go and find out what is the root of the problem, find out what it is, and like take it out and knows what it should and like, because this is an emergency room, like if something needs to be removed, what needs to be removed that doesn't fit, like, so everything else can be abundant and grow and flourish. And then with the acceptance card, like spirit, or however you want to identify with them, is trying to help you like achieve this goal, which you just have to accept. Like, we never know when or how we're gonna grow. We just know that, well, we don't know that we grew until we go to the doctor and be like, oh, you gained 10 more inches, that kind of thing. So like growing might be painful, and it's like you might have to look at some things that from your past that you probably was ashamed about. And but with this child, also another thing, children are not ashamed of anything. They will legit tell you that they ate a booger today. So like be like embody that childlike energy, or like how you were when you was a child, like being throwing caution to the wind and being like fearless. And like this. And we have Little Red Riding Hood. I am not the victim. And I think that's why this growth is here, so you can see that you're not the victim. And we have Wolf Moon. I will watch over you. I'm not even gonna try. The time has come, and it's time to act. And then we have change is natural, good, and yes, it can hurt. You see with the growth card. And then we have you can accomplish great things. So we have more cards, but so far what I'm seeing is with this growth and the shadow. Sometimes with like it could be, but ego is not here. It could be like something that you're trying to control, or something trying to control you, which is causing like this conflict of interest and causing like some sort of frustration because it's not meant to be there, or it was fine at one point and not have served this time with this cycle. Like it's time to go and close that out. And with this personal power and your belief is like the how you feel about yourself. Like you're not the victim in this situation, and if you feel like you are the victim, like definitely get out of the situation. And it's what this growth is here for. It's here to help you do. And like this Archangel Gabriel, like he probably is here to like try to help you grow or send a message to help you grow and give you hope that there is like better out there. Luck is on your side. You just have to put sort of like this victim mentality, like think about like, let's say you got fired from your job, right? Like hypothetical. And now you worried like, I got fired from a job, I can't provide this, that, and the third. But you hated the job. So it's like you're not really a victim. You got fired from a job that you hated. You can go do something that you actually enjoy and you like. Like rather than looking at the downside, look at the positive. And like in the moment, it probably like real hard to try to like find a positive or look at the positive, but it's like over time, or like even in that moment, if you can, it might be real hard to like try to find a positive. Like with that, like if you hated that job, bro, it's like I've been trying to leave, so it's like, you know, that kind of situation, like. And now you can go find a job that either paying better, that you actually do like, that doesn't have like a weird work situation, you know? Is that. And then because the time with luck is on your side and the time is now, and nothing's yet set in stone. Like how, like you probably don't know how you're gonna succeed or like how you're gonna pay those bills, but there is a way. Just trust spirit to show you the way, and they can't show you that way if you in like this whole stress and anxiety, anxious, trying to control and shameful of yourself. They can come in if you ask them to come in, if you ask them to help you and stuff like that, and in positive energy, pretty much with this peace and some solitary. And then we have be bold. What I was saying before with children, be bold and don't be afraid to stand out. And kids, they're not afraid to stand out. They will wear a complete hot mess outfit, not matching whatsoever, and think they're like cute. Yeah. So it's like embody like that childlike and like energy or essence. And we have treat yourself to something beautiful. We have journal it out, write down how you feel. And then we have gratitude rampage, list 10 things that you are thankful for. Then we have today holds unlimited possibility to see the beauty in life. And then we have some self-care cards. We have massage, meditate, and write a gratitude list twice. So if you feel like with this control, drama, and conflict of interest, and denial, projection, and shame, like if somebody was trying to control you and put you down and make you feel like shameful about yourself, and then let's say it's a friend, that's not your friend. That's not your friend. Your friend is not gonna want to put you down like constantly. If they constantly just trying to put you down and make you feel like afraid to be you, then that's not the environment that you need to be in. Like, you cannot grow and flourish in that kind of environment. You need like an environment where you can feel happy being yourself, being like feeling like you're like they motivate you, they give you a sense of peace, you know, like we're over here, and they don't make you feel drained or make you feel like you're a victim in any way. Like they're not trying to trick you or anything. Okay, now I'm gonna throw some tarot cards on it. I think I pretty much said all I needed to say as I was going. But yeah, now I'm gonna throw some tarot cards on it. We're gonna do a 5-card spread. One card, the first card is gonna be. Okay, so we're gonna do a 5-card spread. First card is gonna be like the energy that is around you. The second card is gonna be like external energy, how you interact with people, right? Like people that are around you, pretty much. And then the other one, third energy, third spot is gonna be internal, like how you are interacting with yourself. And then the fourth card is gonna be final potential outcome. And then the fifth is like a message from the universe. Oh, but for my numerology people, because I started doing that, that's 5, 7, 6, 5, 6, 5. That's 7, 9, 6, 11, which is 2. 4, 7, 8, 10, 6, 3, 1, 5, 7. So there's a bunch of 5s and 7s. So that could mean something to you. No, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we have 10. Yeah, you have a whole complete thing. And then we also have a new moon and a full moon. Yeah, it's a whole complete cycle. It's a cycle comes to that end. We have all the numbers. So it's like with that, like I'm saying, like with that cycle, like it was in the past, and it's time to like wrap it up and close it out. And this like all this frustration is trying to push you to start like a new beginning. We have the Strength card upright and the Knight of Swords. Then we have the Devil. We have the stuff. Okay, cool. Hold on. Okay. So we have Strength, right, and then the Knight of Swords upright. So with this, I see like moving forward with something, like impulsively moving forward with something, with your heart open and like gratitude. And then with the Devil card, also with the Strength and the full moon and Leo with don't let your pride get in the way. It's like, have an open heart, be happy, be grateful that you are getting out of the situation, but don't like be foolish about it. Is that thing? Like, you know. And then here with the Devil card is, because I see it's a change. Like, it could be like something like codependent, like some sort of a codependent attachment, right? Be careful that you don't fall into like that kind of situation because you feel like ashamed of yourself, or let's say like this person trying to make you feel like ashamed of yourself and you can't do like better without them. Like, you can definitely do better without them. Like, you can definitely do better without them. We have the King of Wands, my bad. King of Wands with the Three of Swords and the Star reverse. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if this King of Wands is trying to say like, oh, you can't leave me, you can't go anywhere better, like you can't get nothing better than me, but it's literally like a toxic situation. Like, it leads literally to double. Like, you're literally in a codependent situation that's causing nothing but hurt, and the well is dry. Like, there's no like sort of emotions, feelings, or anything there, like, other than like simply trying to make it you feel like, or it's like stuff your heads with a whole bunch of fears, like you can't go because you won't find better. But it's just like you will find better. There is better, and if you realize you have the strength and the courage and the potential to accomplish like great things, and then like put these like minor fears that trying to like hold you back, and like move away from them, like with this isolation and protection, and move away from those people, or let's say it was a person, like this person, then you will start and like actually like take time out and take care of yourself and get back to your true self, or like being happy and grateful that you're out of that situation, and knowing that while you was in that situation, like Spirit was always like looking after you, always protecting you, and now they are pushing you to get out of the situation so you can find better, because you are able to accomplish great things. But it's all like how you feel about yourself with this personal power and belief. Like, don't have someone else tell you how to feel about yourself. Like, don't have this King of Wands try to dim your light, because while you're the star, he's the King of Wands. The star pretty much outpowers the King of Wands. Like, it's where she had, like, you see here, like, she's naked, has nothing to hide, open and vulnerable and stuff like that. But over here, there's shame and doubt and stuff like that. Like, if they pretty much trying to like make you feel shameful for being you, or like put fears into you and project their fears onto you, which is not fair. And you seem to just be like, I don't want that. That's not your fears, is not my fears. Your ways are not my ways. And you just move on with that and just cut that out. With an open heart and an open mind, like things will like slowly like start to pick up to get better. And we have the Three of Wands. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. So it's a bunch of threes. But before, it was like all the numbers. So either way. And the star kind of sort of indicates a tower. So, which is kind of sudden. Or it could indicate like a tower is coming to help you negotiate, like, or to help you put this past you. Because normally in the Three of Wands, he has two wands behind him and like holding on to one, like to put this past you and you move on, moving forward, and like build on a better and firm foundation. You also see here how it has like an angel over there and it's like protecting and like, well, an angel with a sword and like protecting and stuff like that. We also have Archangel Gabriel and we have protection here. So it's like you're building a foundation to move on with the Chariot, to move on to something where you can find like or have some sort of peace and like you won't feel like frustrated or hungry. Or it could be like, let's say you have a business and then like things are not going the way that you want it to go. Like it's gonna take time with the cycle. Like you're gonna have some very prosperous cycles. You're gonna have some very like definite, like you like a depressed cycle. Like you're gonna have some ups, you're gonna have some downs, right? And that doesn't really mean that whatever you're doing is bad or that your service or your product is bad. It just means like there's an influctuation in like supply and demand, pretty much. And that's one thing I'm seeing. Another thing, with this Three of Wands and then this up and with the Three of Pentacles, like if nothing gets set in stone and like he doesn't know like the one that he has in his hand is gonna bring in all the ships and stuff like that, but he has to negotiate his needs and what he's looking for to be able to build on his like a solid firm ground. But with this codependency here, it's not going to be like a firm ground. It's not firm. It's a codependent situation. And that's... With codependent, I mean like the King of Wands trying to make it seem like you need them to survive, but you don't need them to survive. I mean, if it's a kid, like, okay, that's like a codependent situation. Like a baby and a mother, that's a codependent situation. Like they're still breastfeeding and stuff like that. This, okay, to a full-blown adult, that's a codependent situation. Like, oh, you can't leave me because I'm the one with all the money. There's a whole bunch of programs out here that can help you either get a job, get a house, or like shelter or stuff like that. So you don't really need them. It's gonna be a hassle to get all those like stuff, but you don't need them in a way. Like there's things out there that can replace them. There's people out there that can replace them. Like someone, no one's irreplaceable. You get it? Okay. But what I'm seeing here is like this is trying to push you to. Okay. Another thing that I'm seeing with this being like the internal, and I'm saying like pretty much the star indicates a tower. Like there was a breakdown of some sort, and it's like either you're trying to like carpet sweep the heartbreak, or carpet sweep like there was something sudden with this Three of Swords. Like it hurt, and it hurts you. Like you're trying to either brush it off until like it never happened with this King of Wands, and pretty much with the Star reverse and strength here, like, and don't let your pride get in the way. Like don't, and then Three of Wands, like don't negotiate, like over negotiate to get more than you can't handle it that you bargained for, you know, because then that's just being like materialistic and being greedy, and which is something like the King of Wands is, and it's like that just being like gluttonous, and then which hurts you because but being like gluttony is all about like how I view it is like eating and then overeating, and like you're full but you're still eating even though you're full. Like where is that food going? You're hurting yourself. Like, you know, like because you're overeating for no reason. Like you're not hungry or anything. Like you're full. You comprehend that you're full, and you're still going. Like it's just being gluttonous and really hurting yourself with this like big facade that you're putting on and building. Or either you're gonna work with, or like fall into, or build with something that is materialistic and like egotistical, that's gonna hurt you, and your inner child, or like this like past you in a way, is begging for you to go back to how things used to be when you were a child, like being as like bright-eyed, bush-tailed, like thinking the world is your oyster, anything is like possible, not being fearful of anything, being fearless, not feeling like you have to be codependent to something or someone. And because with the devil, it's really just like fear and illusions, and things that he's trying to promise you to give you is not for him to give. It's more of the Hierophant to give. So you see, like, it's just charming words, pretty much. But now I'm going to clarify. Why is the Strength in the Knight of Swords here? This is another Leo energy. Anyway, we had Taurus to come off. And then we have the Magician. So we have the Sun and Magician, and Three of Cups with Six of Wands. And then at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Wands. So, yo, I don't know what it is, but my nose went real itchy, and it's only for this pile. So, but with the infinity symbol, with both the Strength and the Magician and the Sun, it's like something is being illuminated. This cycle is being illuminated and like being shown and seen that it's time to move away from this cycle and close out this cycle. When, like, and with the Three of Cups and like the Three of Wands, it's all about like talking about your feelings and like negotiate. Well, this is like talking about your feelings. This is more like negotiating, like, and waiting for your ships to come in, you know. And then with the Six of Wands under the Three of Wands, it's like, with all of this, you taking action and closing out this cycle by like sharing your feelings, sharing how you feel about the situation, and closing it out and having like us like this victory. But with this Knights are all about movement, and the Chariot is like moving. Like Knights is all about like moving like to battle, or like moving and taking action. Like the Chariot card is literally like moving, conquering, and victory. Like you move away from like this BS. Also, another thing I was saying, right, when I was saying like what the star indicates a tower, there's a tower right here, and you see like the angels over there. Like angel energy obliterates devil energy. So just like this new foundation or this new thing like Spirit is trying to push you to go to, they're gonna help like protect it with you. So this will be in your past, and you like won't be a victim. You won't feel like a victim, or you won't feel drained, because that's what they're doing. Like pretty much what this devil energy is doing, like it's draining you and making you feel like you can't go anywhere. But in all honesty, you can. You know, it's just the fear of leaving, the fear of going, the fear of doing it because it's unknown. But you take like a hold of that staff and you take one step at a time, and like you will see like once you get that started, you're going to protect it. And not only do you want to protect it, Spirit want to protect it as well, because they want you to get out that cycle and have a victory. But they know you're gonna need like perseverance to close out this cycle. Why is this devil here? Or it could be like you need perseverance, or simply like you're being defensive to it with this shadow side. And it's like once you stop being defensive to it and realize that this is actually here to help you, not harm you. Okay, clarifying the devil, we have the Hierophant. What did I say earlier? Like the devil can't really give you things, the Hierophant can. But just saying. Either way, clarifying the devil is the Hierophant and this Knight of Wands, which is like where the Knight of Swords is all about like impulse, like moving. He moves fast, move quick. One thing comes to do the one thing, and he heads out. He said what he needed to say, and then he leaves right after. Like, if the Knight of Swords was the person, it would be Paul Revere. Like, he said that one thing, that's what he's known for, and he left. Like, that kind of thing. So, it's like, and then here again with this Knight of Wands, it's all about bravery and like passion. So he said like a brave, passionate movement. Like even if there's no chance of winning the battle, he's still gonna like put in all the effort that he can, because he will like rush in head first, because he's the Knight of Wands. Cool. Also at the bottom of the deck, terrifying like that, is the Knight of Cups. So then the Knight of Cups is more like a treat. Like he's the person that you go to. Like he's the person you send to bring treaties. Like if two people fighting and you need like someone that's like not really into it, that's the Knight of Wands, right? To try to bring peace and stuff like that. So the Hierophant is pretty much shining and looking at it and illuminating this toxic, codependent cycle that you're in, so you can quickly like get out of it and like get out of it, because what you was there for has served its purpose, and you have successfully, like, well, with this Six of Wands, it's like a victory after a long battle. Like you won that battle, but you didn't win the war. Like, you know, you won the battle, some leave. Like, they don't stay and just have another battle right there and there. They, like with the Civil War, like it was a whole bunch of different battles, you know, like, is that kind of thing. And normally in the Devil card there is two people, and also in the Hierophant card there is two people. So where someone's probably like brave and flighty, pretty much, the Knight of Cups, he's more in his feels, thinking about life and make sure everybody's feeling okay and that kind of thing. Where the Knight of Swords, he's just, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, quick, fast, in a hurry, not thinking about it. And the same with the Knight of Wands. That is what's being shown. Like, this person is like flighty, like wishy-washy, and like dangerous with the wishy-washiness. And we have the Seven of Swords. There's the King of Wands, Three of Swords, and the Star of Reverse. And just, yeah, cutting out the deception. Which was the devil. Like, cutting out the devil. Because it's destructive and it's hurting you. And even if it's self-deception, like lying to yourself, like this is okay, like you okay here, clearly you're not okay here with this Three of Swords, like you're hurting, like you're hurt, okay? Your heart hurts with this wishy-washiness. Like, imagine if someone tell you, like, oh, at the bottom, the under the devil was the Father of Cups, which is like the King of Cups. Ooh, between that is the truth. So it's like, well, actually under the devil is the truth, but then that was hidden between this King of Cups. With the King of Cups, she doesn't give the full Ace of Cups. He holds love back pretty much to, like, control it, you know? And that's the truth. He's like, imagine someone saying, you've been in a relationship with someone with Jim Jones and Chrissy, whatever her, like, the girlfriend, wife, whatever she is, name, right? They've been together for like 10, 18 years, right? She was waiting for a ring and all that. Like I just said, either the girlfriend, wife, whatever she is, she does, like, we don't know what exactly she is. She done proposed to this man and everything. Like, and he just like, oh no, I'm gonna marry you. I'm gonna marry you when I want you. She proposed to him, like, no, that's not how I'm supposed to go. I'm gonna marry you when I want to marry you. You see, like, that kind of thing. Like, it's like a false sense of hope. Like, you just stay there and stay there, thinking you will get something that's not gonna come. And that's damaging, which is why the Hierophant is like, cut that shit out. Like, it's not, like, it's self-deception. And either you can see nothing's gonna come of this situation, it's time to head out, or, like, it's time to head out. That's all I gotta say. Like, it's time to head out. And the truth is, this person being wishy-washy, back and forth, impulsive, and hot and cold. And that's, and then it's like they're doing it with love, but it's affecting your mental. And Fires is 3 of Wands. the Seven of Cups. And then we have the King of Pentacles. And at the bottom of the deck, I don't know what it is here. They're making my nose itch. I'm gonna need y'all to stop. But I don't know if y'all know it's been itching, but it needs to stop. With the Seven of Cups and the King of Pentacles, is that you will have options, but not all options will be good. Like I said over here, like don't just take any and everything just because you can. With the King of Pentacles, like he is grounded and abundant and stuff like that. Like he has everything he needs. And also here with the Magician, like he has the sword, the pentacle, cup, wands, like he has all that. He doesn't need anything else pretty much. Like, so it's like you have everything you need already, like within you, to take these steps to move on to accomplish this goal that you want to accomplish. You just have to weed out the good options and the bad options once you put this behind you and realize what you do want to give to, what you don't want to give to. And knowing that you have everything that you need within yourself, and like you don't need another person. Like what I was trying to say before, I was getting like, oh, you need me, you can't go nowhere else without me, no one else gonna want you. Like that's a lie. Like somebody's definitely gonna want you. Because even with those like kind of relationships, like if you like watch certain movies, they would tell the person like, oh, no one's gonna want you, this, that, and the third. But then as soon as somebody talk to them, you see them in the whole uproar. So you see, like, it's that kind of thing. Like there is someone that's gonna give to you. There is someone that's actually gonna love you the way that you deserve to be loved. Not how you feel like you deserve to be loved, because that was in another movie. We accept the love that we feel like we deserved. It's like the love that God wants you to have and feel like you deserve, which is not toxic and mentally draining and hurting your heart. Like God doesn't want that for any of his people, or the universe doesn't want that for any of his people. So, you know, that kind of thing. Why is the Three of Pentacles? Now the Three of Pentacles go into the Eight of Pentacles. So like you take these small little steps and work on it and can't rub my nose one more time and work on it, and have the Eight of Pentacles with the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And then, no, with the Queen of Cups right here. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So, it's like you, with this isolation, and what was after isolation? Protection, right? So, like, you isolate yourself from the situation and you work on you and build a foundation and continue working on that foundation. Because with the Three of Pentacles, it's more like the card of the Apprentice, and the Eight of Pentacles is like mastery. And then with the Queen of Cups, she's loving and nurturing and stuff like that. So it's like if this person made you feel like, let's say they affected how you feel about yourself, how you think about yourself, how you think about others, and how you care for yourself, how you care about others, all that other stuff, like all the things that the Queen of Cups does, pretty much. Like the Queen of Cups is like the mother side of the Empress. Like she is all loving, nurturing, and yeah, and intuitive. So just without that, but it's like once you cut out this deception and like take action to move forward to have like your victory. My nose. I'm sorry. They cut out this victory. It's the fact he hiding his nose for me. Like this not helping. Taking like cutting this out and like moving forward and taking action to move forward and move on from the situation and like taking it step by step, little by little to grow the way you feel like it's the best for you to grow or heal on your and like how you feel like and how get back to how you feel about yourself and because with this Ace of Pentacles there's like a new stable beginning and it's like that's either that's what you're working on or that's what you're working towards. And with the Queen of Cups here, like you see how she got her arm like over this cup and also in the Devil. So I was looking at the like his wing is like kind of sort of over this person, like as oh I'm trying to protect you, but then it's like they're not really protecting you if they hurt you, right? That's not protection. Protection doesn't hurt. You will learn that with this Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. You're learning that and now protecting that love. That is like pretty much that starts this new stable beginning. You get it? So it's like once you cut this deception out and you see like this option isn't the option for you, it was not or isn't the best option for you, and it's time to cut off the situation for you to go to find a better option that is for you. You realize like the things that you achieve once you put this behind you and move past it is far better than the things that you had when you was there or what you could have done if you was in still with that person or still with that job or still in that environment. Yeah. Okay, that's all I'm seeing for you, pal. 3. If I like this reading resonate with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Bye.
It's a vibe all the time. It's no surprise.
Hi, Pal 4. This is your reading. But what Libra season has in store for you. You picked the sandstone or goldstone. I'm gonna put it somewhere. Well, I'm gonna do the sound healing to clear out the Pal's like previous Pal's energy. Those like Pal 3 energy. So there's gonna be 3 loud sounds. So if you have headphones in, turn it down or remove it until you see me stop thinking. Ooh, what to see? You have it's time to give rather than take. Your hard work is paying off. Oh my gosh. Emotions run high. And we have your dreams needs a practical plan. We also have sensitivity. Oh, yes, sensitivity. And we have crop circles, messages, and signs, curiosity. Okay, and we also have the flower of life, inspiration, awe, and dreams. And then we have mystery, read between the lines, intuition. We have beautiful ratios, beauty, nature, and patterns. Didn't something about patterns before? Oh, signs. Yo, I'm about to say, I know it wasn't bugging. And we also have magic. Stop. Consciousness. Abundance. Disruptions. Okay, so we have Scorpio, the external power of prayer, the higher and lower aspects of, and we have control in the situation. Then we also have Sagittarius, your highest ideals, the rule of, and getting out of the world. Well, getting out to the world. And we also have Capricorn, where we have the new moon in Capricorn. Hold on. Doesn't it go Scorpio, Sagittarius, and then Capricorn season? So it that took a minute. Okay, now it's Aries. Yeah, right? Yeah. Okay, no, it wasn't bugging. It's Scorpio, it's Libra season, then Scorpio season, then Sagittarius, then Capricorn. Aquarius, then Aries. Okay, so I was like, seems like it's gonna like carry you out for like a couple of whatever this is, it's gonna last for a while. But with this new moon in Capricorn and the Capricorn card here, with your hard work is about to pay off, is but I'm seeing like the work that you're gonna do now. You probably will continue to put in work for like a while before, like until Aries season, and then you fully see. My bad. So the thing is like something that you probably like start now, or like whatever your hard work's paying off. You probably will see it pay off, and like the following seasons, or like fully like take off in August. Not August. Aries season. So it's probably something that you thought about in August, or something just always popped in my head. So something. And we also have soulmate. Okay, I have to put that. I'm gonna put that over here because I don't even know. Put that right here. Can you see that? There we go. We have Phoenix Rising. Then healing. Okay. And say what you need to say. Okay. That's kind of sort of starting to make sense. Excuse me. And then we have Archangel Michael. I am grateful for the strength and courage that Archangel Michael brings to my life. And we have Celebrate Life. I celebrate each day by honoring and respecting Mother Earth. abundance. We got abundance twice. I am grateful for the abundance of nature and the universe has provided for me. We have water element. I allow my body, mind, and spirit to flow intuitively through the changes of life. I'm gonna put the Capricorn with Capricorn, right? And then Scorpio here because of emotions. And I put the water sign. They are boom. And then we have the sacral chakra. I am comfortable with my own body and sensitive to others' people's feelings. And then we have this separate. This is not coming to me right now. The destruction. And then we have renewal. But then over here with Phoenix rising. Dissipating. There we go. It wasn't coming to me at that time. Oh. And then we have challenges. Use your imagination. And we have new skills, advanced training, rapid improvement. So like I was saying before, like if you're starting something now, you might not see it like fully bloom or flourish into the vision or how you imagine it until probably like, but with the rapid here, you probably see like right away, but then you don't see like this boom boost of energy with this double abundance here, and probably until like August. Not August, what the hell? Aries season. And it could be a new soulmate. Probably you're attracting a soulmate with this all the hard work that you're paying off, and you're healing yourself, and I say like it's like, well, this time to give rather than take. Like you've been healing yourself, and that could be like a lot of hard work, because something like healing is a process. You have good days, you have down days, you know. It's not like one straight line. And some days your emotions could be high, some days you are sensitive to things, and some days you are like fine and okay with how things are flowing. And it may not feel like you're rising or like feel like things are changing or things are getting better, but they are. It's like still part of the healing process, but then once you get out of it with like this consciousness and then the water, like mind, body, and soul, and like intuitively allowing what needs to change in your life to change with like this courage and strength that apparently Archangel Michael is bringing to you, and celebrating your life and seeing that you want to put an end to this disruption so you can have like an abundant life. And you're actually like planning about it and thinking about it. It will seem magical when these little challenges that you picture that was there is no longer there, or like you find someone that help you with those challenges that you thought was there, but then like if you thought you was doing this by yourself, it seemed like you're not doing it by yourself. That's one thing. With mystery and read between the lines and intuition, and then magic here. Like sometimes you don't know someone's our soulmate until something happened, or it could be like you seem like you knew this person for like, but you don't, like that kind of thing. Like you're not gonna be by yourself. You're either attracting a soulmate or you find a soulmate, kind of sort of situation, or you solidify something with your soulmate. There's no cards. But yeah, with this rapid improvement, and then Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricorn, like it seems like it's gonna be like back to back to back to back, like, and it's all this back to back is gonna like either cut and or stop this disruptions in your life, because things are being with this abundance twice, like things are like looking up for you, and then even if you're not like say you down right now, you're not gonna be down for long, like this was like a renewal energy, like with the especially with the Phoenix rising, like a Phoenix literally have to die and then be born again and then become like a whole different bird, like this. And then even here with the Aries and like the fire, I can say Aries now correctly, so something probably happened in August. And that was knocked you off a little bit, but like now you're coming back into like renewal energy, and like you probably like were dissipating, like you probably like was stick to yourself for a while to heal and figure out what's your next step, what you need to do, and plan, or like dream or something, and then like plan how you want to go about that, and then give to it. And you probably like anticipating challenges, but I don't sense that would be like many challenges. Like of course, like read between the lines. Like don't just be like, oh, everything's gonna be fine. Like no, like use your intuition, your discernment. But I don't really see like a challenge, like with your hard work about to pay off. Like things that were challenging is no longer about to be challenging. That's what I'm saying. Then we have get back to nature and reconnect with your hippie roots. And then we have turn criticism into kindness. Your reality is reflected by your inner world. Yeah, embrace your inner divine goddess. And then we also have get creative and excited about your imagination. Get creative and excite your imagination with wonder. And we have use your imagination. Now we have excite. It's something that it's like if you put the work into give to that like thought that you are imagining to do, like let's say you're imagining like a business, like you could probably do that business. You just have to maybe learn some skills first to actually start that business, or see if you really want to do that. But with this, embrace your inner goddess, your inner divine goddess, like you are able to do it. And like in the tarot card, this could be like the Empress, like so it's like you have this Empress energy, and she just like attracts people and things in abundance to her. So it's like you're stepping into a time or a place where you will be like pretty much like the Empress, like just attracting abundance, happiness, and it was just seemed like magic to you, but it's because all the hard work that you put into yourself to heal, to move forward from a situation that probably like caused like very high emotions and like disrupted your life in a way. And with this turn the criticism into kindness, like that's what I meant, like where somebody was like probably criticizing you for absolutely for no reason, or for like very harsh criticism, and probably something like that, like your dream is not really feasible or doable. It's not for them to understand, and they won't understand it until the dream or like your dream is actually like prosperous. And for example, Stan Lee, right? Creative Spider-Man. He went in and was like, I want to do Spider-Man. Spider-Man is going to be a teenager. He's going to have problems. And then his manager was like, no one likes spiders. Teenager, like, really? They want him to have problems, and we have to like most he can be is a sidekick. Spider-Man is no sidekick to nobody. He don't even have a sidekick. You see, it's that kind of thing. Like, you can be Spider-Man. Be Spider-Man, okay? Don't be, oh no, he did have a sidekick. Don't be Gwen. Don't be, because where is she now? Okay, like, don't be Gwen, be Spider-Man, if you can. Because it seems like you can't. We have sweet treats as like a self-care kind of thing. Then we have make an altar. And we have sing. So okay, with all this here and turn criticism into kindness, like if something's trying to hold you back, or you've been working so hard on something with this hard work is about to pay off, and somebody's trying to like make you feel a type of way about it, like it could be that they're jealous of you, or they could be trying to protect you, but I don't see protection here. I see disruption. So they're really just trying to disrupt you from your own form of abundance. And I would say keep going. Cause your plan is doable. It just, well, your dream is doable. It needs like a plan, and that's all it is. And it's like, rather than them trying to help you create a plan and trying to down you in a way. And it's like, if you have something to say, but to say what you mean, just say it. Well, and with Archangel Michael here, he's normally like represented by like truth, or not represented. He is like truth, pretty much. He only like speaks the truth and stuff about that. And the truth could be like hurtful in a way. And with this, it was like, say your truth, speak your truth, and live your truth, and be. Isn't it power here also? That was prayer, but like because like your prayers are being answered, but it's like you have to embody that energy that you, or like that inner goddess, or like the person that you want to be, or is, pretty much, to be able to do this, like with the make an altar, like it can be any place in your house that you have no problem going to, like day to day, and sitting and just meditating and thinking about life and whatever. So whatever answers that you need to get, or signs, or like messages that you need to get, it would be easier in this one section of, like in this house, because like it's like a meditation kind of time for you, and or simply walking outside and getting like back in touch with nature also could like help you bring signs and like get more signs and stuff like that, but or get more ideas and signs on how to do something. But yeah, with this highest ideal, it's like an idea that you have or ideal that you have that it's like you think it's out of reach, or somebody trying to make you feel like it's out of reach, but it's just like it's not out of reach. You just simply need to learn some more skills, and once you learn those skills, like it will rapidly like speed up for you or increase. Yeah, now we're gonna throw some tarot cards. I'm gonna do a 5-card spread. The first card is like the energy that is like surrounding you right now. The second card is external energy, how you interacting with the people around you. The third card is internal, how you interacting with yourself. The fourth card is final potential outcome. No, future potential outcome. And then the fifth card is like a little message. And then I'm gonna clarify. I was gonna do the numbers. So we have the 7, 7, 9, 3, 5, 5, 5, 7, 9, 8, 9, 10, 4, 11, which is 2, 1, 3, 2, 10, 10, 9. Oh, over here. 10. I just read out the numbers. I don't know how much, how many times something came up, but I know I said 10 a couple of times. So, and 10 is normally like the ending of something. So either something is coming to an end, or something new can begin, and like the new beginning might take a while to get like off the floor, but that's with everything. Like you can't expect a baby to just come out the womb walking. Like it's not, it doesn't work that way. So yeah. Okay, we have the Hierophant reversed with the 10 of Cups reversed. Okay. We have the 8 of Cups reversed. You just jumped down that ear. Like, what is wrong with you? I can help you. Okay. We have the 8 of Cups reversed. And then we have the 4 of Pentacles reversed. We have the 7 of Pentacles. I believe that's reversed. And then we have the King of Swords reversed. Okay. Then at the bottom of the deck we have the Six of Wands reversed. Okay. So, first hit with the Ten of Cups reverse and the Hierophant reverse is like, Hierophant is all about family, tradition. Also could represent like religion, God, universe, source, however you want to identify it, you know? And not being happy with it. Like, if it's a family, you're not happy with the family traditions, right? And like you participate in the traditions, but you're not really like happy with it. Like, it's like a false victory. Like, it's not really like a happy, satisfying victory. And with this Eight of Cups reverse, it's like you coming back to 8 broken cups. Where it's like the Ten of Cups here is also broken, and the Cups here is also broken. But see, with this Eight of Cups, right? You see how he have a key in his hand? Like, there's something that he knows that's like a key. Okay, not like, okay, do it this way. Not like in the Eight of Cups and he's walking away and this key is being dropped, right? He's walking away to his happiness. He now know what that happiness, like that key could be like his happiness. He now know what that happiness is, and now coming back to these 8 broken cups that's over here, and like trying to with this 4 of cups, Four of Pentacles, trying to hold on to like this tradition or this how things are or how things were, just holding on to it like out of fear of things changing or out of like could be control, because the Hierophant is, like I said, is normally like could be like God in a way, like the universe and that kind of thing. So it's like you're trying to hold on to something that the universe is trying to tell you to let go. that's what it seems like you're doing, and that's giving you a false sense of victory or false sense of, you know, you will not win the war the way you expected to win that war. It's like, let's say you are like bad at a subject, right? And let's say it's math, because almost everybody's bad at math. I mean, I'm not, but a lot of people don't like math. So let's say it's math, right? You got math homework and you know that you're bad at math and just decided, I'm not gonna do the math homework. Even though there's YouTube videos out there, there's tutoring, there's a whole bunch of things to make this better. You're just simply like, yep, no, just not gonna do the homework, and then get like a F or like fails and be like, well, you see, I knew that, like, cause I'm not good at math. And it's just like, just because you're not good at math doesn't mean that you just get a pass on not doing the work or just not putting in the effort to do what is needed because of one little thing. Like, just because you don't get algebra does not mean you won't get geometry, because it's really just shapes, you know, like that. It didn't make, oh, you was bad at algebra, so now you're just bad at all kinds of math. Like, there's different kinds of math out there. So you like, is that like, rather than trying, you simply just held on to something that's broken or something that's not really working for you, and then reap whatever comes from there and be unhappy about it. But it's kind of your fault why you're unhappy, because it's like with this Ten of Cups reverse, it could have simply you could have walked away and started something new, but it's like you walked back to it, to this happiness, just unhappiness, or like this tradition or this thing that is ideal. I'm gonna go with that because it's a higher ideal. This ideal that doesn't bring you any sort of type of happiness, and like holding on to that and like holding on to it is pretty much damaging you. So it's like once you let go of it and realize that that's a bunch of bullshit, and put down like that criticism, or like put down the fears that other people try to like project onto you, or put, you know, and see things for yourself how they truly are. Then, because right now with the King of Wands reverse, you can't cut things out if you're not seeing things the way they need to, like, especially here with this Archangel Michael. Like I was saying before, he speaks the truth. King of Swords speaks the truth. He holds the swords of truth. You see how it's dull, like, and his eyes are closed. He can't see the truth or make actions upon the truth if he does not know the truth. And like I say, this ideal or this like a tradition that doesn't make no type of sense to you, but you're trying to live your life by that doesn't make sense. Like it's like you're living your life by something that doesn't make sense to you, or that's something that is damaging you. And the truth is out there. And if you just open your eyes to acknowledge and see the truth, then you'll be able to fully walk away from these 8 broken cups, because the cups are broken. And then we went from the 10 to 8, like it's decreasing to 4, like it's literally decreasing. And then, well, and your emotions, like it's, let's say like it's emotionally draining you, but like financially, with the 4 to the 7 of Pentacles, it's putting like like pressure on you, like on your finances, pretty much. And then with this abundance here twice, like that could be what like your like the challenges is, and like no one's there to help you, or you walked away, find out what's really making you happy, and now you're holding on to that happiness, like that heat, like that pentacle, and reaping the benefits of your reward. But with this King of Wands, with the King of Swords reverse and this Hierophant reverse, truth and morals, justice, the fairness, that does not seem to, that's not what's being, expressed right now. That could be why you're saying, like, read between the lines, use your intuition, because there is a mystery. Like, could be somebody that's lying to you. Something like something is not fully. That's why it's probably like your dream need a practical plan. Like if it, let's say you were trying to do. Let's say you're trying to work with somebody and that person was shady, and it caused you to have to walk away from this 8 broken cups and now return to something and do it by yourself. And now you're holding on to that and not gonna let anybody like come near it and hurt it. With this healing and Phoenix rising and like protecting whatever this dream is. This dream and our ideal is to you, and then reaping the rewards, or reaping like the abundance from it. And I'm gonna clarify. But the reason why I say like you probably was working with somebody, because in the Ten of Cups normally it's two people. Well, it's a whole like two adults and then two kids, and then the Hierophant is two people that's normally like in front of him, and every other like Eight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, they all, those cards are naturally by themselves. Even the King of Wands, he always by, like King of Swords, by himself. These are the cards with like two people, but everything just went solo, right? So it's just like you probably walked away from somebody and had to return to something that was broken, or this dream or ideal with this. Well, let's say there's soulmates or so. I forgot about that. Oh, let's say like also indicates two people, and here the Sage of Genius says two people there. Like you weren't happy with, let's say, I'm gonna say it was the King of Swords reversed, because the Hierophant's here. So like normally the Hierophant means like as above is below, and like moral, truth, traditions and stuff like that. You weren't happy here. It wasn't a wish or emotional fulfillment with this pairing, I can say. And it was because some sort of truth wasn't shared, which caused like a false sense of victory. Why is the Ten of Cups in the Hierophant here? Oh, it's reverse. We have Justice reverse. Time out. Whole deck's upside down. Maybe it's not reverse. Let's try that again. Is not a black upside down? Okay. Okay. I'll fix that. So we have the Hermit, the Six of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles. It's with the Hermit and the Six of Cups. If you think about the past or analyzing the past, like past movements or like a past person, and how they wishy-washiness, or how like that wishy-washiness, like going back and forth. And working on, or all the hard work that you took to like take this brave like forward movement, and brave like take this brave action on something, or you're thinking about it, like taking this brave action on something, like, but it's saying like you have to work on mastering it. There's some skills that you need to do before you can take this brave impulsive action. But like, or you could simply be thinking about like how in the past these brave and impulsive actions have actually like weren't really helping you and caused you to now having to heal from something. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Or that impulsiveness is something that you're working on. With the Three of Swords reverse, it's, yeah, like I was saying before, like that, like the impulsiveness or the in and out, or like the back and forth, you're looking at it and analyzing like how it hurt you, and working on ways to move forward. With the Three of Swords reverse is like looking at what caused you pain, right? And then we also have the Nine of Wands with the Eight of Swords. But with the Eight of Swords, like, it's like a mental mind trap, overly, like, overthinking, and we tend to do that to ourselves by, like, self-betrayal. And then with the Nine of Wands on top of it, like, covering it is like you being defensive to how, like, the part that you played in this, like in the situation, like, you're looking at it, yes, but you also have to acknowledge the parts that you played. Like, no one is blameless in a sort of, like, I guess, like, no one is blameless in this situation, or like, even like, or there's read between the lines and message. Let's say it's a contract. Like, if you didn't read the contract but you still signed it, like, you're not blameless in that situation. You're supposed to read the contract, not just sign it. And is you either you being defensive to, like, you looking at the heartache and a betrayal, and with this Eight of Cups, like, you return, either you're returning to the heartbreak and the betrayal, and being defensive to because 3 and 8, well, this 3 reversed, so 8 minus 3 is 5, which is 5 of Swords, and that's self-sabotage. So it simply means like you returning back to this is self-sabotaging, and it's just going to sabotage your dream and your beginning that you want to have, because the Ace of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So, like I was saying with this key and then this pentacle over here, Ace of Cups could mean like love for yourself, or like a new love offer. Like this here also with soulmates and this renewal and Phoenix rising and healing, like, and renewal. Like, it could be something like a loving new beginning that you're very like happy about, like emotional, like an emotional new beginning, but you're being defensive to it because of like past hurt in a way, and that's gonna that's self-sabotaging. Not only like this new love offer that's coming in is gonna give you a false sense of victory. Under that Ace of Cups was the 4, so just why is the 4 Pentacles reversed? We have the Queen of Pentacles and Justice, and then the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So the Queen of Pentacles, she normally has everything that she needs, you know. She just sits on her little throne and things just come to her. The bunnies, you know, all of it. She's grounded, abundant, and stable. And with Justice here, that was also trying to come out here, is like the truth that, either a truth that wasn't told over here that you're now thinking back about, and cutting out with Justice here. you probably cut it out, release that person, let it go. But either it returned or you're returning to it and being defensive towards it, and probably like overthinking, or the situation like puts you in your head and make you start overthinking. But if you, with this stop here, if you stop to think, didn't consciousness come out here and then hermit? Like, if you stop to think about, let's say, the hurt and the betrayal and how they betrayed you, you betrayed yourself, and not wanting to betray yourself the way that, or make you feel the way that you feel in that situation, and move on from it with perseverance. That's this, right? That's the Queen of Pentacles. Like everything I just said, like analyzing it, healing, like thinking back about it, removing, like seeing how they betrayed you, you betrayed yourself, and not wanting to betray yourself again by putting yourself in any predicament that makes you feel that way again. And finding that you have everything that you need. You don't need another person to make you feel happy. You can do that to you, like for yourself. You can provide for yourself, love yourself, and defend yourself and all that other stuff, and cut out like things that's just really just trying to hold on to you and keep you stagnant, that won't help you grow. And then with the Page of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck is like a student. Like you're, like you probably haven't, like you probably need to be in this Queen of Pentacles, and you're learning how to be this Queen of Pentacles, to cut things out with fairness and like for just reasons. Where over here the justice is trying to come out reverse. Like with justice, she, like, all the truth is laid out on the table, and she make a head over heart decision. She's not focusing on like, oh, this is how I feel about the situation, and this is why I did this. Like, no, she has all the information laid out, and then see things for how they are, and then move accordingly. And under this Page of Pentacles is the devil. Just saying, like, you're learning how to cut out the devil. You're learning that, like, this that's coming back to you that caused you heartache, nothing but betrayal. And like, if you return to it, that's self-sabotage, right? Because with this Three of Swords reverse, you acknowledging, or you can see the hurt and betrayal and the damage that has been done. And because even here with the Eight of Swords and the Nine, they have something over their heads, right? And then this is over her eye, but this is over her head, pretty much. Like, there you go. This is over their head, this is over her eyes. So it's like, once where your eyes were covered and like you couldn't see anything, you can now see clearly. You can see it clearly. You know, you can see like the hurt and the betrayal and all the swords that you were in, or all the pain that you were in, and either being defensive to getting away from it, or being defensive to putting yourself back in that situation. And if it's like putting yourself back in that situation, girl, be like Forrest Gump and run. Because it's 8 broken cups. Like, you can see like those cups are broken. You're now acknowledging that those cups are broken, and something was sabotaged. It was either self-sabotaged, or someone had an upper hand, and probably you didn't have the upper hand, and now that's being either acknowledged, seen, coming out, and the scales are being balanced. But it's like, once you, like Beyonce said, the sweetest revenge is your paper. Like, if you break up with somebody and you just boss up without them, that's a big ass flex. I'm just saying. Like, now it's like, damn, was I holding her back the whole time? Now they got them thinking they had you in your head, stuck over here overthinking. You boss up without them. It's just like, damn, like maybe I was really holding her back. Maybe I, wasn't what's best for her. Maybe, that it started to become that like kind of thing. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? We have the Page of Wands. Okay, that's all okay now. We have the Five of Swords, which I was just talking about. The Ten of Swords, the Emperor, Ace of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay. I have something to say, but I'm gonna wait until I see what's on the bottom of the deck. So, okay. I should have said it. Okay. So with the Five of Swords I was just talking about here, with this sabotage and someone has the upper hand. See how here two people are walking away? And he's the only one with like the swords, and these two swords is down. He has swords in his hand. He has the upper hand, right? You probably walked away, and you probably walked away from something, or let's say they walked away from you, because with this Eight of Cups and then this Ten of Swords right here, like let's say they walked away from you, put an end to it, right? Left you for dead pretty much, and you healed yourself and bossed up and became the Emperor or Empress. Was it this deck that said let your divine inner goddess? Yes, it does. Look what I said. And bossed up on them to have like a new stable, like solid beginning, and now like they're trying to come back to you to offer this solid new beginning, because they out in the cold, and like they want to put, how I'm seeing is like they want to put an end to being out in the cold, right? Because of this new solid beginning that you have. And but the Seven of Pentacles normally is all about like divine timing and also harvest. Like you have to wait for your fruits or your like harvest to grow. Like you can't pretty much pick it before it's ready. And let's say they felt like you weren't ready, and that's why they walked away from you. But this Page of Wands is all about like a message. Page of Wands was also on the bottom of the deck somewhere earlier, but he's curious. Like he wanted to know how things, like what things are, how, and that kind of thing. So let's say this person was doing better than you, or they felt like they was doing better than you, and you was never gonna like match up to them, and they walked away from you, put an end to that situation, and you bossed up and became the Emperor, right? And now you hold this pentacle, right? And they want to come in from out the cold and negotiate with you to put this to an end. But the King of Swords is 1/4 of the Emperor, right? This Emperor is out in the cold because they sabotaged it. They sabotaged this connection and put it, like, caused it to end. And now they want to come out from out the cold. Like, they pretty much put themselves out in the cold. You see, like, they follow somebody out in the cold. Like the Emperor put themselves out in the cold. They jeopardized this new solid stable beginning because they either felt like lied and thought, it's not meant for you to know, or pretty much sabotaged this, and now want to come back in to try to like because I keep looking at this like it's a false sense of like it will be a lie. That's all like it will be a lie. It will be a false sense of like if they try to like think about like, oh, remember the good old days? Like there's no good old days. Like you're thinking back on the heartache and the betrayal and like even there where I was saying like the Five of Swords and the Five of Swords came out like someone had the upper hand in a situation that someone didn't, and it was sabotaged because of that. Like if the truth was shared and the truth was spoken and truth was said and then things ended, then okay, but it was like like I'm getting like a curious action that sabotaged and put an end to this, and now they want to control this new solid beginning because they want to come in with like have a new solid stable beginning because they out in the cold and they getting cut off. And you over here with the Nine of Swords, or Nine of Pentacles, what? Seven of Pentacles, right? Which reverse, which is why I guess I was saying like the Nine of Pentacles reverse. She balls up, like the Seven of Pentacles, like once they get their harvest becomes the Nine of Pentacles, which is Minor Arcana Empress. So now that your ships is coming in, they want to come back to work on this. You get it? Like, where were you when my ships wasn't coming in? They weren't there, clearly. They weren't there. Or if they were, they did too much damage that there's no coming back. Right? And we have Four of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Wands, with the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and then the Ace of Cups again. So, like I was saying, now they want to come back and with this Four of Pentacles here, like try to hold on to the past and try to use that to like play on your emotions, but with the healing here and then the Page of Pentacles, I was like crossing this, like you're learning how to become abundant and stable and balance all by yourself, and like cut things out that's no longer serving you and that's trying to keep you, like I was saying, they're trying to keep you stuck and stagnant and with lies and false like hope. Pretty much you're cutting that out with like swiftness. Like we're here with the Knight of Swords. He's like an impulsive kind of person. Like he comes in quickly. I say the Knight of Swords are like Paul Revere. Like he comes in, the British are coming, and then just disappears. Like that's all he did. Like that's all he did. Like, so it was like they were just trying to hold on to you for this one thing, and that one thing would be Pentacles. And they were trying to make it seem like they're coming in for like this new love offer, but it's really not meant for you with this King of Swords reverse. King of Swords reversed. Like there's no truth really was being spoken or or there's no clarity. And because there's no clarity or no truth is being spoken, you have to use your own intuition to release yourself from the hold of this person, to take a brave, impulsive action, and lead with, also with the make an altar and like the high priestess here. It's all about like intuition and like reading between the lines, pretty much. Like, she probably will tell you things that you could, like, didn't tell anybody, but she was able to pick up on it. Why? Because she pretty much works close and hand to hand with the Hierophant. She has like both light and dark in her. She like able to balance it and move forward with that. Where here with the Queen of Swords, well, Queen of Wands, and the High Priestess, is like, if you was wearing a mask, or this person is wearing a mask to cover their secrets, which is really just like sweet, charming nothings. That's literally what they are, sweet, charming nothings. It's deceptive, and they're just trying to say it because you're the one with the money now, you got the juice, and now they want to come and, you know, make it seem like they always knew you could do it, but it's really just a distraction from something beautiful that's trying to come in. It's really just trying to, so let's say like it is a person. If you like block that person out, cut that person off, and simply focus on you, not worry about what they're doing, and leave them alone, they could try to come in with this false sense of victory, of thinking like, oh, you just take them back because they quote unquote some hot shit. But or they quote unquote this emperor with the Hierophant reverse and the King of Swords reverse. This is not a balanced emperor. This is not a true emperor that is meant for you or supposed to be like you're looking for. That's not the person that you're looking for. And the person that you are looking for is out there trying to come in. And it's probably, once you cut this person out, like, learn to focus and heal on yourself. Like, literally, your soulmate could literally be you. I'm gonna be honest. With this Queen of Pentacles, and then the Page of Pentacles with this Justice card here, and then the soulmate, like, you learning to love yourself and bring up that, like, your vibration of your energy will, like, of course, attract soulmates to you, like, yeah, like other people to you, but you will learn, like, you don't need anyone. You're okay by yourself. Like, you love yourself, you care for yourself, you can provide for yourself, you can protect yourself, you can motivate yourself, you know, all those qualities that these two queens can do. Like, you, and then even with the Empress, you like attract all that to you. So good and bad, but you have to like use your discernment and see between the lines that what is meant for you, what is not meant for you, and cutting out what doesn't bring you any sort of emotional fulfillment, and moving forward with your dreams, but just like plan it out. And this person is not part of that plan. And that part of your dream, they literally walked away and closed the door on it, and now that either when it becomes better or when it gets great, that's when they're gonna try to come back as if they was there the whole time, and they weren't. Like it's like when like a group project, like they did absolutely nothing but expect their name to be on it. Would you put their name on it? You know, that's all I'm saying. Like literally, that's all I'm saying. Like it was a group, either it was a group project or like something that could have been like good for y'all to work on together, and they simply was like, I'm gonna head out, and because they headed out, either you had to sit here and do it by yourself, and you did it by yourself, and it became this beautiful thing, and now because it's beautiful, and either the due date is coming, now all of a sudden they writing you, hitting you up like, oh, what else had to be done for this project? And it's just like, project done. You know? So it's like, are you gonna put their name on it? You put their name on it, that's false sense of victory. Like, they didn't do anything to help you accomplish this or do anything. So why would they name be on it? Why would they get that grade that you pretty much did all the work for? You know? That's what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying for you, Pal 4. If you find like this video resonate with you, please like, share, subscribe.